This CD is really the culmination of the last several years of some diligent work on my playing, my improvising, my composition. I really feel as if it's an evolution in my playing. The last CD I made, which I was quite happy with, Spiral on Summit Records, came out in 2010. It's funny how this CD, I wanted to record it, say, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, even last year, but I didn't feel I was quite ready. I wanted this CD to be really something special, a personal statement of where I am right now in my playing and my composition. And I feel I achieved this. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Well, I knew I wanted to go back into Red Rock Recording Studios in Saylorsburg, Pennsylvania, in the Poconos. That's where we did Spiral back in 2010, and Kent Heckman does such a great job, really knows how to capture the jazz feel and the sound, especially at the saxophone. He's had so much great experience working with the likes of Phil Woods, Dave Liebman, Al Cohn, others. It took a while to get personnel together. I wanted to go back with Tony Marino, but I was in a little bit of a state of flux about who I was going to use on piano and drums. In talking to Tony, he suggested some young guys from New York City that he was playing with at the time, Bobby Avey, great young pianist, and Alex Ritz, great young drummer, who a couple of years ago playing with one of Dave Liebman's quartets. Master Plan is actually a swinging number, but it was also inspired by an influence of mine, Ornette Coleman. Some of his free jazz compositions and playing in the late 50s, early 60s, where with musicians such as Don Cherry, Billy Higgins, and Ed Blackwell, who I knew at one point in my life, along with Charlie Hayden. They would play free, but it would be some swinging stuff. This tune we start with a kind of a snappy melody, some mixed meter, but then we just start swinging, start playing free. We're moving in and out of this one beat pedal tone, which Tony really kept going. Had some real inspired playing on it, and we really reached some good heights. When you do a recording, you think about, well, maybe I want to get some of this played on the radio, and you know, it's got to be a certain length. It's got to be 4 minutes or 5 or like under 6 minutes, but this one there was so much energy and I think creativity that just let it take its course. So it's a long one, just under 10 minutes. I had a original composition next, which was maybe one of the shorter ones on the record, actually. Feeling Peaceful, and again here I was going for a melodic, almost consonant type of feeling. I'll write some chord changes like on Smooth Sailing, which, you know, to me they have some diversity, but they're kind of sweet sounding. An easygoing bossa nova type of feel, and when I put a title to a record, to a composition rather, it's something that I want to represent really the sentiment, the feeling, the emotion of that individual piece, and so this one I called Feeling Peaceful. This is perhaps our real ode to free jazz. I had an idea with this tune, just a very simple arrangement where I was going to write a short, very lyrical, melodic little composition, and I was going to put that towards the beginning of the piece, and then at the end of the piece, and sandwiched in between would be some very free, no holds bar, avant-garde, atonal, tonal, whatever you want to call it, playing. It's funny, you know, some people think that free jazz, avant-garde playing, so to speak, is something that people don't want to hear. You know, they think it's too radical. We've been playing this piece out for the last couple of years, and it's one of the more popular things that we do. Free jazz is not necessarily playing dissonant music. It can be, you can play free and play consonant. One of my influences for playing free jazz, not only John Coltrane, back in the 70s, I had the opportunity to see the great Pharoah Sanders. I used to listen to his records. I used to go in the Village Vanguard when I was in my late teens, early 20s. He could play melodically, and he could honk and scream, play overtones. In some ways he inspired me for this piece as well as The Time Has Come. I've been doing this cover of George Gershwin's classic Summertime live in concert for many years. It's another Afro-Cuban type of feel, and this is perhaps one of the most popular tunes that we do out live. When we play it, perform it, it often runs 15 minutes, sometimes longer. It still had a lot of energy and a lot of good emotion to it, some great playing, and we're happy the way that turned out. You know, I was a clarinet player when I was in grade school. It didn't really mean that much to me at the time, but when I became a teenager, there was something in me where I used to love to just sit and improvise. You know, I had a harmonica for a year or two, and I would just play along to blues records and some rock songs of the day. But I think when I heard John Coltrane play my favorite things, I was hooked, and I wanted to play the saxophone, and I wanted to improvise. It wasn't always a continuous road, but I loved playing music. I loved to practice, and you know, I was kind of a late bloomer in a way, because there was a period I wasn't necessarily playing a lot of music. Got on an even keel, just started playing and practicing diligently on a daily basis. A lot of my life these last 25 years or so has been just getting ready for the next gig, whatever it entails. And I've played a lot of different kind of music, and I love playing music. Play a lot of Dixieland the last 20 years, a lot of swing, some smooth jazz, some rock here and there. It's been about preparation, evolving, and studying with some of the right people, and I still feel that I'm on this path where, and, you know, as a musician you can always feel that inclination that there's more to learn. Well, you know, there's more to learn in life. As an improviser, I feel there's always stuff to work on. I feel that I'm still evolving. I'm really pretty happy where I am right now.